After Gaza, Israel is now preparing for a possible ground invasion in Lebanon. Yes, you heard that right. This means another possible war in the Middle East after the Israel-Hamas war. This comes as the cross-border attacks between Israel and Hezbollah have escalated. Both sides have been engaged in intense bombing, airstrikes and attacks. Israel, which is already waging a war against Hamas in the Gaza Strip, has turned its focus to its northern border. Yes, the border that it shares with Lebanon. Many have been killed and many fear another war in the Middle East. But how did the situation get to this? We will tell you all about it in this video. But first, let's understand if Israel actually goes ahead with a ground invasion in Lebanon. Does Lebanon have an army to fight Israeli forces? And if yes, why is it nowhere to be seen? Well, experts believe that the role and place of Lebanese army in the conflict is much more complicated than one might think. Several experts believe that the role of Lebanese army is not just to defend the country's border. The Lebanese army is also subjected to the instructions of the Lebanese government. Lebanon's leadership also has several significant issues to consider, all of which come with serious consequences. Now, if the Israeli army turns the current airstrikes into a ground invasion as it did in 2006, the violence will likely spill over from the southern Lebanon and the Bekaa Valley into the rest of the country. An entire Middle East will be under threat. Southern Lebanon and the Bekaa Valley are under the legal shelter of UN Security Council Resolution 1701. This resolution established a UN peacekeeping force, also known as the United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon. And the resolution mandates the Lebanese army to work alongside UNIFIL. It calls for both forces to operate together to ensure that no weapons exist without the Lebanese government's consent. In case of a major military attack, the Lebanese army will face a dilemma, either to confront the Israeli army or disarm the Hezbollah by force, complying in both cases with the UN resolution. Now, between 1975 and 1990, Lebanon was ravaged with civil war and it became a military playground for regional actors and major powers. Lebanon's political system relies on balancing the representatives from various communities. The Lebanese army is expected to follow the rules that are set by political leaders who have often had conflicting opinions about the ongoing crisis. Experts claim that if there is a ground attack, the units deployed in the south of Lebanon will have to defend the territory with the means at their disposal. The mission of the brigades will have to work together with UNIFIL and not with the use of force. So it's not a strike force, it's not a force that's going to oppose Israel. Now, according to Resolution 1701, Hezbollah should have pulled its armed group out of southern Lebanon, and especially if its missile systems are capable of targeting Israel. Yet, it did not comply with the commitments. Hezbollah is a constitutional Lebanese political force mostly composed by Lebanese Shia Muslims. In fact, its armed forces is operating as highly operational contingents which are alien to the command structure of the Lebanese army as proxies of Iran. So when Hezbollah takes the unilateral initiative to target Israel, the other Lebanese political forces and the army are completely paralyzed. Experts have noted that confronting Hezbollah would almost certainly lead to a civil war in Lebanon, and the army leadership understands that maintaining internal stability is their top priority. Despite tensions, there have been instances of constructive cooperation between Hezbollah and the Lebanese security forces. Hezbollah's military structure is unique. It possesses a robust ballistic capability. In contrast, the Lebanese regular army has a conventional military structure that suffers from inadequate weaponry. Now, let's understand that the situation at the Israel-Lebanon border has been tense since October 7. This is when the Hamas targeted Israel, entered Israeli territory and killed over 1,200 people. Hezbollah has been engaged in cross-border assault with a Jewish nation, killing more than 700 people in Lebanon. However, the assault between Hezbollah and Israel escalated in the recent weeks. Hezbollah has claimed that the group has entered a new phase in its confrontation with Israel. On 27th of September, the Israeli Air Force attacked 220 Hezbollah sites across Lebanon. Earlier, Hezbollah also struck Mossad headquarters in Israel's Tel Aviv. This came as the militant group's deepest attack in Israel. On September 23rd, Israeli strikes on Hezbollah killed 558 people and over 1,600 people were injured. Earlier, thousands of pagers and walkie-talkies of Hezbollah leaders also exploded, killing over 32 people. Now, Hezbollah has blamed Israel for this attack as well. Meanwhile, the United States, France and key allies have issued a joint statement calling on Israel and Hezbollah to agree on a 21-day ceasefire.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.